coming up over the horizon, and we are getting set to play more of .hack GU Last Recode. A grumpy old guy gaming here, inviting you to join me here on this Sunday morning live stream. Gonna head back into Volume 3 and see if we can't just find Natsume, the EGGmaniac as she's referred to in the rumors board. Let's go ahead and pop that up real quick. Find the message here. The EGGmaniac. I believe it's the EGGmaniac they were looking for. But we're gonna go ahead and look. For those who are familiar with the first series of games, you meet Natsume in Infection. She's one of the earlier players you could recruit to help you out throughout the games. We're going to see if we can't just unlock her here. Now, we've defeated all of the previous chaotic PKs, so there's nothing to do but party up and adventure around until we find her. So let's go ahead, pick somebody for the party. I think today we're going, let's go with Team Canard, huh? Let's go ahead and grab a Silabus and Gaspard. Noticed a lot of agitation Gaspard's way. He sort of gets treated like Pyros from the first games. Not too much unlike Pyros from these games. I don't get it personally. I've never been that agitated with Gaspard. Even when I've got, you know, him running right ahead of me just to sell an item. Okay, sold a couple things here. Put one more in the... There we go. That's all set. Let's head back, pick our field. We're gonna go something area 150. We're max level, so there's really no reason not to. Unless, of course, I'm in the wrong server. That would do it. Now there's no reason not to. Let's go with Serene. Serene, Couplers, and we'll go with Berserker, as I believe that is the best chance of encountering those battle areas. That's the word you got in Volume 2 to start tracking down the chaotic PKs a little more efficiently. So we're just going to stick with that and hope it brings us some luck. Right away we've got a data anomaly by that little visual glitch and buzzing sound in the background, so we're going to go ahead and check that out. And we pick up a cheat code. Field wasting no time already, showing us half of our platforms and the temple. That's going to be our goal. Up against a couple Xanabato there. Just gonna try and do my best to keep it a little quiet during battle there. Let the sound effects take care of themselves. Go for a more minimalist approach, especially while the first cup of coffee kicks in.
I'm getting nervous.
Oh boy, here we go. Iota is in trouble, and he is being tracked by Natsume, who wants Tri-Edge. Do we have Tri-Edge? Well, she guesses she'll just have to take Tri-Edge away. Natsume the EGGmaniac, not the previously reported EGGmaniac. Let's go ahead. Rengeki to a chaotic strike, and we are going to finish this one off with a Justice double trigger. Doesn't quite do the job, but it gets her low enough that just some quick fire will drop her before she hits the ground. 113 experience, but we're maxed out, so that doesn't matter. Talk to Iota or Iota. Get a super simple belt and a coupon. But hey, after 3 streams, we've finally done it. Now we'll clear up this field, and then we will do the rest of what we have to do to get Natsume playable. Gotta love that. Not even 10 minutes in and we've hit our goal. May even have enough time to throw her in the party and see what the old EGGmaniac can do.
This is a piece of cake.
Let's get him.
Well, that was lucky. I went to take the chest and wound up triggering the battle. Okay, so now that chest is definitely clear to open, and it's got a symbol fragment. We'll be collecting 3 of those to open the temple. Here I'm just using a couple of items you unlock in the Forest of Pain, the Pure Medallion and the Icon of Purity, to get our hit points and skill points up to where they need to be. Let's go ahead and kick this tree, get some chims, see where we're at chim-wise. Pretty close to 999, but here we come up against some more anomalous data. So go ahead and check that out. Maybe another cheat code? Sure enough. Yeah, cheat codes firing off all over the place here. Can't seem to walk a couple steps without finding one.
Let's get him.
Gonna take a quick break from our cheat code collection and take out these 2. Got a Leobato and a Xanabato. And our morale is up to full. Let's try a Lotus Flower on this one. Short and sweet. I like to double trigger back to the guns. I find they're a nice versatile weapon for this game. I suppose there's no way you could really go wrong with any of the weapons, especially once you get them leveled up. There we get a Niku Baku for Silabus kicks the Fate Worm for us. And the Fate Worm rewards us for finding it with 50,000 gold. One more battle before we could leave this island. A lot of stuff going on here. Let's do Bone Crusher, I believe. That's our third successful Rengeki of the day.
I guess we won.
Nice simple battle. Pick up a holy arrow and more gold. Let's see what else we can find here. Also on the lookout for Mecha Grunty. I don't know why, but I kinda like Mecha Grunty. It's probably my favorite of the Grunties in the GU games. Just about all of the Grunties in the original games were kinda cool, though bit of attitude in the voiceover for the stray Grunties in Dunloriag. That always a little bit of an annoyance. It's like, I'm not the one who spawned them there. Why are they mad at me? Up. Reaction time a little bit slow there. So we're gonna hit an Avatar Awakening. Missed our surprise chance, so no S rank on that particular part of the board. Just sit back, watch this wonderful animation. Those familiar with Dragon Ball Z, I don't know about you, but I get a definite Spirit Monk feel out of this attack.
I guess we won.
Okay, that's that battle down. Not really seeing anything else up on that raised area there, so we're gonna go head down. There we were lucky to sneak past the lead one and take a shot at the back one for the surprise. Should probably heal beforehand, realizing that now. Well, either way, it's nothing we can't handle. Just a little bit of poor planning there. Get through, and let's go ahead and heal up. Another barren island, essentially. Well, we got one more island to explore. Let's go ahead and get the bike out and save ourselves a little time getting there. Platform number 4. Let's go ahead and bust open this barrel for another Niku Baku fur. There he is. There's Mecha Grunty.
Oh well. Wonder if I have enough chim spheres for it.
Please eject chim spheres.
Yeah, I think we got enough for it. Up to 23 though.
Oink. Thank you for helping me. Oink.
think my favorite one is where he says he's refilled to 120% complete. Really kind of tells you straight out why he's having such a hard time keeping in a straight line and keeps crash landing. Bit of a charm to that one. The grunties that sort of stick around as the default hosts for the different guilds, just not my cup of tea, but Mecha Grunty's cool with me. There's our third symbol fragment. Judge's symbol opens the door to the temple. But of course we haven't walked up this platform yet. Don't expect anything too crazy up here, but it's worth a look all the same. Not completely empty. So let's go to the temple and check that out. See if this tree is active. Top off our chim spheres. That one with the little magenta ball above its head gives you 10 spheres as opposed to the one that a normal chim gives you, so $9.99, not an issue there. We're just gonna walk around and get to the statue. Inside, we find Fulset, the god of law, or as several players will tell you in cutscenes, they just call it the Beast statue. Open the treasure and we find ourselves a holy comet. Nice little light armor there, and the statue goes away in a magnificent show of bright light. Head back out of the temple here. Grab ourselves the platform and head back to town. I believe we have one more place to visit before Natsume is recruitable in the party. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our goal of finding Natsume the EGGmaniac, not the EGGmaniac as referred to on the rumor boards. We're going to hit a platform rest, not that we need it, but as a job well done, and then head back to town. Once again, missed that one surprise attack. S-rank the rest of it though, and pick up a second Holy Comet. So, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and disband Team Canard after an adventure well had. Come to the Chaos Gate here, and we are going to go to Bragapona. Bragapona, not really sure how that's pronounced. Race past these people here to that lovely metallic sliding gate. Check in on Gaspard, who is once again manning every shop acorn in the world simultaneously. I mean, nice bit of money there. Let's dump some of our less useful items at the moment. Not too attached to a good number of these items because, well, the icons, the icon of purity, the pure medallion, and Fairy Queen orb just sorta they really do, they do make a lot of the healing items a bit redundant. Obviously, you want to hold on to your more powerful ones for those just-in-case moments. So that's that. Let's go ahead, hop on the bike, and see how well we can navigate down this alley here. Was going pretty well. Then I turned the wrong direction, so better off just to run the rest of the way. Wrong spot, I guess. I know we are supposed to go down an alleyway. Couldn't really be the wrong spot now, could it? Wonder if I'm missing something out of the in-game world. I no longer have a reason to go to this at-home, as the Canard at-home has been moved to Natsume Tartarga. So we're gonna pop out here real quick, see if there's anything new on the forums that I was supposed to check out beforehand. Again, for those of you joining us, we have found Natsume the EGGmaniac. There is an important update in the world section of the community forum. Hey, what do you know? Gonna ignore those Crimson versus battles for the moment and see what important update is here. Well, turns out Natsume was strolling around an area a while ago and wandered into Haseo, the Terror of Death, fighting all out. He was fighting a girl twin blade. What do we think of that? Someone as strong as the Terror of Death? And it's a twin blade? And a girl? You know, within this game's world, if I was the person playing the arcade character and saw a post like this, I'd probably get pretty ticked off. Could it be EGGmaniac? Well, I do believe we've got the title of today's episode now, don't we? Maybe it's Edge, not Egg, so EGGmaniac. Yeah, that seems to fit a bit better than the EGGmaniac, although in all fairness, of the two, I'd probably be more terrified of an EGGmaniac. There really is an 8th chaotic. What? Seriously? So glad we have filler in our forum posts, too. I'm really sorry I called him a liar. Things you would never see on an actual internet forum. Second sighting, I saw Natsume the EGGmaniac again. I was on the back streets of Bregapona and saw her talking to a big guy PC wearing gold armor. Bonus points if you can name that PC, kids. I thought maybe this was some PK intrigue, but when I listened closer it sounded more like a comedy routine. She seemed completely different than before. Was it really her? Kurt Angle chimes in with, "It's true!" Attitude Era wrestling fans will get that. I met the famous EGGmaniac Natsume while I was walking through Bregapona. I was really scared at first, but she turned out to be a surprisingly normal person. Yeah, that's how I'd describe her. Surprisingly normal. Really aren't picky, are you? Dang. Okay, so there's our important update. Turns out I could have saved myself a little bit of time coming there first, but yeah, it basically points us back to that alley in Bregapona. Fortunately, that's where we stayed when we logged out, so we'll log back in right at the start of town there. Now we know she's been meeting with some mysterious PC who's large and in gold armor. Can't imagine who they're possibly talking about, especially with connection to the first 4 games where Natsume made her first appearance. But hey, I don't like spoiling the surprise. Let's just go down that alleyway again and see for ourselves. Here we go.
You there! That's a fine look in your eyes. You've come at just the right moment.
Hey, you!
Huh? Have we met somewhere before?
Huh? Now don't tell me you two are previously acquainted.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I don't really remember.
Aren't you Natsume, the chaotic PK?
What? Don't tell me that you were involved in such a nasty and scurrilous business.
What? No, of course I wasn't. I mean, I get a bad case of the shivers just hearing the word PK.
The word PK. Ah, so much grammar, so little time.
Seriously? Maybe you have multiple personalities? No, that can't be it.
Yes, indeed. And even if you were a PK, I'm sure I wouldn't be afraid of you at all.
You know, it kind of hurts hearing it put that bluntly.
Well, in any case, you there with the good eyes. This here is my dear old friend Natsume. She's been stalking a certain dashing man for 7 years. She's quite the clingy stalker.
What are you talking about? I've never stalked anybody in my life.
There's no need to be embarrassed. So, young man with good eyes, you may take this young lady into your party and work her to the bone.
More reasons I just can't get into Pyros. Lines like that.
What? We've just now met each other for the first time. Why are you always deciding stuff like that without asking me?
Enough! Have you not heard it said, men must be charming and women must be bold?
No.
Cease your vacillations and give him your member address now.
Oh, it'll be fine. Well then, once again, I'm Natsume. Hope we work well together.
Acquired Natsume's member address.
Yes, yes!
Awesome.
This is most pleasing! May the glitter of stars be always upon your head at all times!
That sounds painful.
Man, I just picked up another weirdo.
So let's walk back up here and see what this other weirdo we just picked up has to offer in the way of skills. Gonna head back to Natsume and get ready to party up. Sort of having a little bit of an internal debate as to who exactly I want to party up with alongside Natsume on this next adventure. Just now coming up on the half-hour mark, so I suppose we have time for another field. Go back to Natsume Tartarga. Similar to the previous Natsume, but this one's on the back of a giant turtle. Go ahead into the party screen and take a look through, and there she is, Natsume, level 136. Thank you for the invitation. Natsume will be there. Talking about herself in the third person already. Let's go. You know what? Let's go with Azure Kite. Why not? Azure Kite is, of course, beyond himself as he's just random data scrambled back into his memory, spoilers, and doesn't really have much to say. Now let's go ahead to a level 150 field. One, because that's where we're at, and two, because that will help Natsume level up the quickest. Let's go with according, muddled, shady right. That sounds strange on several levels, as was that cutscene. And we're greeted by the medic union. So let's go ahead and give them a quick talk to. We'll get some coupons and some buffs. There's a shot straight from the heart. Give out a couple flyers too. So that'll help us out next time we're in Macanu checking out those little side quests. There we go, we get 4 buffs out of them. Had we wanted to, we could have tried to get some quick trading in. Before we go too much further here, let's check out the Fairy Queen orb. Reveals all rooms on this floor of the dungeon. So we're going to take a look. There's a chest down, and there's a chest completely opposite us, and we would have to go up to use the stairs.
There's an opening.
Well, that blew up nicely before I could actually use the Rengeki. Bit of a misplay there. But the important thing is we got through the battle nice and easy. Coming up on a trap room here. Not the best at avoiding things here. Fortunately, the damage is more of a nuisance and less life-threatening. Down first. Catch the arachnophobia there. Awesome name for a monster. Once again, finished off before I could trigger Rengeki, so we've got a powerful party here. Essentially, if I switched to my twin blade weapons, we'd have 3 twin blades going at it. Just realized that now. Hesea, of course, is an adept rogue, but get that trap chest in a hurry and pick up a Gangarma. But since the adept rogue can technically just wield dual blades, I guess he could sort of function as a facsimile twin blade. Through here, check out our second platform. Got one battle that we know of and a battle area. Just try to take out those little shields those guys have while they're hovering in the air. There we go. And switch back to the gun. Get that morale gauge up a little higher. Again, no support player here, so we're going to have to rely on things like Rengekis and combo attacks to get that morale gauge up. Already got Natsume leveled up. Some anomalous data there. These days, it seems to happen a lot that I already have the item I wanted. Is it just me, or are the players you meet in town strangely cold and formal all of a sudden? I really want that tri-edge that's being talked about over the forums. Tri-edge. of this battle area is Princess Sakuya being somewhat harangued by a PK. Chrysanthemum. Not the most terrifying name.
This is a piece of cake.
Get a super simple belt and a coupon. And another data anomaly behind us. Break these mushrooms open here. Just kicking the caps off, as you will do with mushrooms. I think that's how they're harvested, right? And another super simple belt from the chest. A little bit turned around there, my apologies. I'm gonna walk back. Oh, that's both of the treasure chests, so nothing to do but head to the second floor. Take our way around, sort of take the easy route on that one. And up is the direction we want to go. See what awaits us here.
There's an opening.
Just all kind of damage raining in. There, I went to hit the trigger and it was on the wrong arachnophobia. So I got my Bone Crusher in, double triggered to justice, but did not get the Rengeki bonus. Important to make sure you're at the right target. I see a teardrop there. We must be at a Mecha Grunty sighting.
I remember this. It was laying around like this before.
Gem sphere, please. Oink.
This one costs us 24.
Oink. Thank you for helping me. Oink.
So Mecha Grunty leaves and we pick up the Fool, which seems like a fittingly meta reward. And into floor 2 we go. Gonna wait a moment there. Use our Fairy Queen Orb. Ensures that there's at least one more floor ahead of us, and while we're here, let's go ahead and make sure our hit points and skill points are maxed out. I don't know, so far Natsume seems to be holding more than her own on a field that's slightly above her level. I guess partying with a couple of level 150s helps. There we go. There's a Rengeki. Get ourselves a little bonus XP. And help fill that morale bar up a little bit. Okay, just the one. Yet another cheat code. Revive Storm out of the mushroom, and a trap chest. There's a game for the PS2, Wizardry Tales of the Forsaken Land. Had a very similar trap system, so had more than enough experience with it. I'll admit I'm not the most deft of fingers when it comes to those little timing puzzles, but feels like second nature after all these years. Just gonna go ahead and restock on the chims. Nice little feature on these here in particular is if you hit the timing just right, really don't have to travel too far before everybody else just kicks the chimps. Unfortunately, they got a little out of sequence there, so go help here at the end. Now we're back up to 999, and we will continue onward. Lucky animal in the distance.
I understand. You're very fast. As a result,
It was
I can do
an
this.
Uryu, I believe is how it's pronounced. Get 16 grand for that. 16,000 gold for kicking something, that's not so bad. And as we walk into the room, the door locks behind us, so we'll have to unlock it after this battle. Made sure to block that time, just to stay on my feet and get back to fire quicker. Oh, Natsume is down. So let's go ahead and heal back up. There's the fuel tank. It'll require 15 chimp spheres, which of course we could just replenish right here on this very screen. Thanks to that one with the magenta ball, won't take too long. In fact, we are already at 999. So we'll check out this dead end before moving on. Waterfalls in the distance are a nice touch thematically.
There's an opening.
Wow, Natsume is down again. Let's go ahead and revive Natsume.
No way! I refuse to run scared.
Kinda crazy. She more than protected in the first floor, and here on the second has fallen twice. Just have to keep a closer eye on that, I suppose. There's a couple back of Bado. We're gonna go ahead and get a surprise on that.
That was easier than I thought it'd be.
Nice simple battle there indeed. Everybody comes out much the better for it. Spend 5 chim spheres to open the door and then come right back to this giant mushroom with a whole bunch of chim hiding under it. Give it a kick, give them a kick, get our sphere count up to 999 again, and move on to the next. This room we already see an arachnophobia and a vacabado to battle. Nothing else really. So we're gonna rush in and take the arachnophobia by surprise there. Talk about confronting your fears. That's an awful joke. time the judgment, just enough to finish it off on the double trigger. Happy with that. Kite, I did it. Awesome. So glad we picked Kite for this party now. Go ahead and heal back up. Coming up on a treasure chest in this room. And yet another of our favorite odd couple pairings, the Vacabado and an Arachnophobia. That time I got all prepared for the spell and it seems to have never landed. Ooh. It says Bone Crusher, I will agree. With 188 left, we know this judgment's gonna finish it off, and just like that, the battle is done, and that morale meter is pretty close to full. Speaking of pretty close, Natsume already up to level 140. Platform here. You know what? Let's go ahead and use ourselves a platform rest. We've earned it. And to floor 3 we go. If you're checking us out here again, welcome, welcome. A grumpy old guy gaming, playing some .hack GU. A lot of this channel's been focused on .hack material, primarily this and .hack Fragment, so if you're a fan of the series, maybe just interested in it, see what it's like to play a game within a game about a game, go ahead, check out the channel. I think you'll find it entertaining, and if not, I think you'll find it easy to poke fun at. Just anything, really. I'm cool either way. Not seeing stairs down here, so this is it, and if you look at that room on the far right, it's got nothing in it but a single chest, and I do believe that's going to be our statue room. So we're going to check out everything else first, and then wind our way back to that. Open the steam door here. And a couple more Vacabado. With their neon glow bracelets of doom. Those fire spells really take it out of Natsume. May have to just get her some new gear. Well, we've maxed out our morale meter, which means next battle we can go ahead and hit that awakening if we so choose. Probably will, if for no other reason than the virus cores. In the time since we've done our last stream, I went ahead and maxed out all of the phase weapons. So the virus cores are just used for a special shop that's unlocked once you do all of that. That's back the way we came, so we want to go down here. Find ourselves another steam door, followed by a room with all of the icons in it. 3 spots to collect gem spheres and 3 treasure chests. Once again I mess up and we're just going to go ahead and trigger that avatar awakening. Can't believe I did that. too eager to press the button, didn't make sure I was covered. Fortunately, we have this super powerful Avatar Awakening attack. Doesn't quite do the job entirely, but it does more than enough to get things going in the right direction. Heal back up. More than likely a cheat code there. That'll help us with cheat alchemy. Use that to power up our weapons and armor, since they're all 5-star and cannot be further modified by the normal means. Super simple belt, and let's kick this giant mushroom just to get more chimp spheres. See some black dots forming overhead. That means we're about to be attacked by chim assassins. Go ahead and give these guys the boot, and they will run away. We will continue on our way as well. That's a much better surprise. Again, I've already cost the S rank, but no reason to get sloppy then. Play support here for a moment. And there they fall in quick succession once we get them set up. Pick up a fire barrel and some more gold. Not really a need for all of the gold at this point. Pretty much got everything we want. But it gives us something to collect. So we're gonna head up first. Take out the couple rooms above us. And come back and finish this dungeon out. Nearing the hour mark, a bit longer than I typically like to run these little live streams, but we hit our goal early and wanted to show off what Natsume could do, which is apparently a lot of damage and fall. Missed the Rengeki there, hit the wrong target, but we did deal a nice chunk of damage to that Zanabado, and before it could be ready for a Rengeki, we had it finished off. Got Natsume up to level 141 and leveled her weapon skill up, so she can now do the Ghost Falcon attack. To Vakabado here. You can usually tell which element they're allied with due to the overall color scheme. Here the reds tell you right away fire, and that's going to be a Vakabado. Got a Lotus Flower keyed up here. Double triggering into Judgment. Because who doesn't love a little overkill in an RPG? Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything else really here, so we're going to go on to the home stretch of this third floor. Couple more Vacabato. Catch him right next to the wall there. And there's Natsume down again. Let's do a chaotic strike here. We'll ignore the recommendation there for the sake of some twin blade shenanigans.
So, do you think I was helpful?
Do I think? Fill up our SP bar again and continue on our way after clearing out this room. One more steam door in the way. 5 chim spheres, no problem. In fact, let's go back and fill up those chim spheres before we get to the statue. Again, not that we have to, but just for the sake of doing it. Spend a little more time with the Natsume and Azure Kite pairing. Even if it is just kicking some chim. All done there, now let's collect our reward and get back to town. Oh, we have some PCs here. Ashino 8Cs says, is anything wrong, Terror of Death? Is there anything I could do? You'd think with a nickname like Terror of Death, people wouldn't be so darn friendly, but that's the beautiful thing about character arcs. They get you a great deal further along with people. Been no rumors lately of the black dots, huh? Rumors that the white girl keeps spreading. So there must have been a connection between the black dots and the comas. Nice little friendly encounter there between two parties. Now let's head back to town. Again, just missed that one surprise attack. So that's going to do it here. We're going to wrap up at about the 58-minute mark, heading close to an hour. This has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming. As I'm disbanding the party, I'm going to thank you very much for joining me for this stream of .hackgu Last Recode. If you get a chance, check it out on YouTube. That's where we'll have the videos uploaded. And we will talk to you next time.